Good afternoon. How is everyone? My name is Brandy. I'm 100 Proof Quilter, and this is my quilting corner. I have been away for 2 weeks, and I am back. Um, kind of. Um, I am back on the night shift, and I am barely awake. Um, yeah, it's been an adventure. I am back on the night shift, and I've been awake for about 45 minutes, just enough time to remember that I hadn't scheduled this live and jumped up and scheduled it, made a cup of coffee, and threw some clothes on and put enough makeup on to look presentable. So I am here. How are you guys? Hi, Steelers fan. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Luane. How are you guys? Yeah, it's whew, Ooh, it's been a day. Happy Mother's Day, May Day to you too. Hi, June. I read Mother's Day. Good God, it is almost Mother's Day, isn't it? Ooh, yeah. It's been an adventure. I got back, and I had a couple days before I had to go back to the night shift, and I did get a little sewing done. Um, so the main thing I got done, as you can see, my design wall has changed. I have Hi, Gladys. I do have the quilt box we have been working on up there. And I had some dust flying around because my light here had collected some dust that I noticed right before we went live. And I went, what is that? And I did that right before the live went on. And so now I got these little pieces of dust floating around. I am the worst person for dusting. I will tell you that right now. I asked my husband if we could get a maid. I said, she can even wear one of those French maid costumes. I don't care as long as I can have a maid. Yeah, he didn't go for it. Anyways, I actually got the quilt that was hanging up there bound, miracles upon miracles. Binding is like my least favorite thing, but I got that Accuquilt and a die cutter for binding, the 2-inch, 2.5-inch strip cutter. So I finally got the binding done, and I used a little trick I saw. I'm trying to remember who I saw do it. I think it was hi Beverly. I think it was the Badass Quilter is who I saw do it. And she used, and I did do a little video of it, so I will post that. And I have video of my trip. I had no service. We were out in the Pacific Ocean and no service. We got 3 hours out to sea and had no service. But I am putting together a video of me diving. I have posted some pictures on Instagram and TikTok. I think I even posted some on Facebook. So I have these feet that I didn't even know I had. Oops, that's the 1/4-inch foot with the little lip. I was told I need professional help. Oh yeah, a maid, a butler, and a cook. I'm telling you, I do. And then this one is like the little foot in the middle. And I'm telling you, these 2 feet really helped this binding go on quick. And I even managed to get mitered corners. So this helped the binding go on really quick. And so this quilt is officially done finally. So I managed to get that done when I got back. And I got the top half of my turtle fin done. And half of the bottom half. I'm gonna figure out where my camera is. This has been really because I mean I do foundation paper piecing, but it's always been large pieces, so it's been an adventure to do these tiny little pieces. I mean, there's a piece in here that was so small. Oh my goodness. And so here are all the pieces that I still need to put together. And I mean, these are some small pieces that I need to connect. That one's not such a small piece. But yeah, I gotta connect these little pieces still. I mean, look at that. Little pieces. Little pieces. So, I still gotta connect these pieces. So, that's on my to-do list. Now, tomorrow is my off day, but I've been on the night shift all week, so I'm probably gonna need to recover. Put that there. We did get month 2 in the mail. And the first thing I do when I get month 2 is I scan it into the computer and I make a couple copies of the blocks so that I have them in case I jack anything up. So here's month 2, which is mainly 2 big blocks. It looks like there's only one little corner of some small pieces, but the rest of the block is a relatively big block. So this will come, hi Kathy. So this will come together pretty quickly. Where are my actual pattern pieces? Hold on, let me get to them. So these are my 2 big blocks. And then those are my 2 smaller blocks. So I mean, it's mainly, and then another big block. So this will come together really quickly. 4 or 5. Put this back in order. I don't get all messed up. 2 5, 4 5, 5 5. Oh, apparently we need the page 1. Where's page 1? So all of block 2, month 2 has really big pieces, so that'll come together really quickly. And I still have a lot of fabric left over from month 1. So I'm going to use as much of this. This is all of the fabric left over from month 1. So I'm going to use as much of this as I can for month 2 and try not to cut into this to save it. Because I have a lot of this still. I mean, this is the piece for, you saw what was for the small pieces. This is what they sent me. And this is what I have left. So I don't think I need to cut into that. So we'll see. So I'm going to try and use all of this before I cut into this. So we will see. And I have a ginormous piece of this water. I don't have that big of a piece of the Niagara. And I don't have any peacock. I have a little bit of this. Not enough for all of this. But we shall see. I still have a lot of the yellow, the duckling. All of these small pieces, I still have quite a bit of. I have a ton of this wisteria. I have a huge piece of this wisteria. So I'm going to try and use as much of that as I can without cutting into any of this fabric. So vacation, I told you guys, vacation was great. I gained 7 pounds. They fed us constantly. At 6 a.m. we had continental breakfast. Then we went on our first dive. At 8 a.m. we had our made to order breakfast. Then we went on another dive. Then we had lunch. Then we went on another dive. Then we had snack. Then we went on another dive. Then we had dinner. they fed us all the time, and we had like great dinner. We had steak, and we had fish, and we had, I mean, we had amazing dinners. It was great. And like I said, I gained 7 pounds. But I broke my little toe. Second day, I think we were still out to sea. They had these little drainage holes on the sides of the ship, and I was coming out of the galley, and I had come up to the second floor where there's like a seating area, and I was walking along the side, and the ship kind of tilted, and I caught my little toe. So my left foot was bruised, and so I skipped some of the dives, because by the third dive, my foot hurt. My right foot was sore from um, taking up all the slack for the left foot. So I swam with sharks, manta rays. I saw an octopus. I saw the Shark Hotel, which is another island that we went to that was 6 hours from the other island in the middle of the Pacific that have all these caverns in it, and the sharks sleep there. But 2 of the dives that I missed, my husband saw hammerhead sharks, and he got to swim with some dolphins. I did not get to that. I'm sad I missed that part. But I did see an octopus, and they are so graceful and so amazing. As fish of other colors swim by them, they change colors, and it was just amazing. Like I said, I will get the video together of the different videos I have and get them combined and get them posted here. Right now I just have some pictures up on Instagram and TikTok, which should have fed into my Facebook. Like I said, I just woke up. My brain is not working very well. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. I talked about that. I went back to work on the night shift. I have a retreat coming up. We'll still have our live that week because our live is on a Wednesday. But I go on retreat Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that week, which is the weekend of the 18th. So the following Wednesday, we'll have a recap of that. Let's see. I'm still working on that with my retail liaison stuff. Hopefully I will get together. I have a retail partner that we're going to be doing a live from their shop this summer. I'm still working on getting that together. I'm going to be doing a live from their shop where I'm going to be doing a class on a long arm. I've never worked on a long arm. I don't know anything about a long arm. I have a long arm base that somebody gifted me, but I've never actually even touched a long arm. So I'm going to do a class, learn how to play with a long arm. Hi, Mona. And so we're going to film live from their quilt shop. Let's see. I might do a live depending on service from the retreat. We'll see how that works. That's it. I think that's it. I think that's all my updates for now. Let's get this one sewing. How's that? I think I'm missing a chunk of blocks there. I actually got my little mini when I was working on my binding, I even got my little mini Accuquilt out and did the corners of my binding. Let's just take these ones. Maybe. Telling you, like I said, my brain not working. I tell you what. Did I turn my iron on? I sure did. And first thing this morning, my machine wants to eat my fabric. I had a banana. My machine should not be hungry. We don't jack that up. We do not want to do that again. Mess that up. Make sure we get all the pinwheels. We do not want to mess up the pinwheels at all. Remember our first block? Sewed them all wrong and missed all the pinwheels. So let's make sure we grab all the pinwheels this time. Let's do that. And that way we don't have to worry about the pinwheels. One more pinwheel. So what did everybody else do the past 2 weeks? What have I missed? I have not been able to really get on YouTube a whole lot and see what everybody was doing. So anybody doing anything exciting while I was gone? Why is it not one? Okay, what did we happen there? Tried to eat the fabric. That's no bueno. Let's try it again. Broke a nail right after I got back. I didn't break it while on my vacation. I broke it right after I got back. So I actually looked down and went, hey, I broke a nail. What the heck happened? Oh, I got my pattern from, I won a pattern on Mom and Pop's Quilt Shop, and I don't think I brought it in here. The puppy dog pattern. It's so adorable. I did not bring it in here. It's still in the living room. It's adorable. It's cute puppy dogs called Wagging Tails. So cute. It's done in browns and whites, but I think I'm going to do it in a different color. I have some browns and tans, but and I think I might do them in those. They're trucks. I think I might do the puppy dogs in my little trucks and wheels. Just 'cause. I think the puppy dogs will look cute in traction wheels. Where's my traction wheels? Oh, I know what else I finished. I forgot about that. I finished the binding on one of my other. I don't know why that got so jacked up. Tried to eat all that. It's because I'm not awake. And it has been so hard for me to get back into the swing of things on the night shift. Ooh. I've been applying for positions at headquarters all week that have opened up. I mean, it's not that I dislike my job. Do not get me wrong. I love my job. I do not like the hours. I really don't. I've been the overnight shift for 9 years now. And while there are some benefits to working the overnight shift because you have like the whole morning to make doctor's appointments and all that good stuff, it jacks with my health. My health, my weight. I gained probably 60 pounds going to nights when I went to nights 9 years ago. And over the past 3 months, I have lost, I don't know, 25 pounds. I was finally getting my weight to get under control, being on days, and I saw my husband more, even though we were like passing ships during the week. On our off days, we saw each other more. Now, when he's on his off day, I will be sleeping. And when I'm on my off day, I will be sleeping until, you know, he'll go to bed, I'll get up, and I'll be on my off day. I sure love those. So, I just won't see him as much now that I'm on nights. I mean, it worked good when we had children's being on separate shifts, but not so much now that all the kids are gone. This is the first one I did. I did it backwards. Oh well. So, anywho, we'll see. Only one of them was like an 8 to 5 job, which would be really nice. Oh, thanks. The 8 to 5 jobs where I work are really, really hard to come by. But I did apply for one of those, so we shall see. Thank you, Kathy, for reminding everyone. Tonight was an 8 to 5 job, right? This is true. Because that last one, I had to get up at 3 a.m., 3:30 in the morning to get to work on time. And the one thing about that one was I had to go to work, and none of the coffee shops were open yet. And so the little coffee shop that I go to is Dutch Brothers. And when I showed up there on Monday, she was like, "Oh my God, where have you been?" That's bad. When the people at the coffee place know you so well that when you show up, they're like, "Where have you been?" That's when you know you're spending too much money there. I'm just saying. And it's not like I have an espresso machine my husband got me for my birthday last year. My birthday or Christmas last year. So it's not like I have a bad coffee pot. Yeah, it is bad. Because I said something. I said, yeah, I said I had to make my own coffee. My husband was on speakerphone with me in the car and he goes, "It's not like you have Folgers." I was like, "Stop it." Folding up. Have I told you how much I freaking love my stiletto here? I got this from Power Tools with Thread. That guy Keith is amazing. That thing weighs perfect. I sewed this backwards. Oh. It is. When somebody else makes it, it's always better. I'm just saying. And what's funny is my husband doesn't even like coffee, but he loves the smell of coffee. These folded sitting on that design board. They folded. They folded. Let's see. Get in there. I think I might have to get the divorce lawyer for that other seam. I think it's off. The 1/4 inch is off. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Not bad for sewing when I've only been awake for a little while. Well, it's been a little bit longer than it's been an hour and 15 minutes now. Yoo-hoo! Oh, yeah. My sewing table is not the sturdiest sewing table, so every once in a while it jiggles my cord loose and it doesn't quite make a connection. One of these days I'm going to get a more sturdy table. My husband was making fun of me. He was like, "Oh, now your table isn't good enough." I'm like, "Oh, good God." He's getting all new furniture. My 13-year-old granddaughter is going to come spend a couple weeks with us this summer. I've already arranged for her to spend some time with her aunt while during the hours that the husband and I are while Grandpa and I our shifts overlap. Even though she's 13, I don't want her home alone. She's in a state that she's never been in before, doesn't know anybody. I've got paying the rent and all my bills and I am excited, but now I'm broke. I know that feeling. I'm broke after vacation. Although the one thing about this vacation, there were no shopping to do because we were on a boat in the middle of the Pacific, so I didn't do any spending. Although I did buy some earrings at the airport. And the husband bought some Mexican tequila that you can only get in Mexico at the duty-free shop. So that was all the spending we really did, besides on the trip itself. Anyway, so she's going to spend some time with her aunt and her cousin while our schedules overlap. And then on our off days, because I really don't have any vacation time, I might be able to get a couple of days off while she's here. Maybe take her to the water park, things like that. But that'll be interesting. I might bring her live on here while she's here. You know, she's a normal 13-year-old, loves to take pictures of herself and send them to me, and so she'd probably get a kick out of being on here live. She can help me. She can read the comments while I'm sewing. So I don't miss anybody. Be my sidekick for a day. See, that's the one that I sewed. See, I got a little jagged corner, but I don't know that it is worth taking apart and resewing. Because I think I can hide that in the, yes, the teenage years. Yeah, she apparently, she got grounded from her. She has a cell phone, but it's a cell phone that only works at home when it's on the network. And I was talking to her and she wasn't answering me, so I like called her mom and I said something about that Rose was not answering my text messages, and she said, oh, she got grounded from her phone because she decided that her chores weren't important and decided to go take a nap instead of doing chores. And I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, kids. Definitely tell she's a teenager right now. It was right before her birthday, I think, and I don't remember. I was asking her something about her birthday. I'm sending her tracking for her birthday present, I think, and she hadn't answered me. So, yeah. Okay. They are, and grandkids are the best. She's my oldest. She's my first grandbaby. Make sure I put this together right. We don't want to sew them wrong. Let's put them back up here real quick. That way we spin these bad boys properly. All right. These two together. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Very true, Kathy, very true. Come on, you. These two will mate. I don't know why I flipped it that way. I should have flipped it the other way to make sure I didn't chop off the. I'm gonna have to check that and make sure I didn't chop off his point. That first one. No, apparently I was practice sewing. Let's see. Why was I practice sewing? Ah, because I came unthreaded. Good God. Well, now we know for sure we didn't cut off the point. All right, take 2. Let's try that again. Flip it over and check that point. But so, guess it was a good thing we were practice sewing. All right. And 2 more. So today is Amazon Day, so all my Amazon deliveries are popping up. I keep getting alerts that there's somebody at my door. Well, that actually looks a little crooked, but I think it's just the way that stripe is. So, yeah, that was just the way that stripe is on that one. You're Amazon shopping now? Once they turn 16, they just sit back and let them rules as well as now they know everything. Oh, yeah, I know, right? She's 13 and right now she thinks, everybody's mean to her. My sister's out, and my granddaughter lives in California. My sister is coming out in July, so I think I'm gonna have my sister bring her out with her when she comes out. But then I'm gonna fly her back home because my sister's only coming out for a week, and I think I'm gonna keep Rose for a couple of weeks. Yeah, that one just looks crooked because of the way the stripe fell. This one looks crooked. Let's see how the stripe fell right here. Okay, so yeah, I don't remember how these go. Ooh, what are you shopping for? Anything fun? Let's see. This and like this. Right? Right. These two go like this. Ours is just the groceries. Although I have some best press coming. Because I'm almost out. What the crap? Pretty bad when your foot misses the pedal. That was bad. My whole foot missed the pedal. When we were trying to sew and I can't even get my foot on the pedal. That's what happens when you have neuropathy in your feet. I'm price comparing. Okay. I guess I really didn't have to cut that one. I could have left it and just sewed them together. But that's okay. Oh, biscuit. I like to press between anyway, so I always envy the people that can just like keep it all keep everything, all their little pieces sewed together and just keep sewing. That's just, and lift up their little quilt with all their little strings still attached, and that's just amazing. Anybody who can do that's amazing. Hi, Maritza. I don't know if I said that right. Hopefully I did, because, you know. When I see somebody who can do that, I think that's amazing. When they chain piece like that, that's awesome. I prefer to press in between so that all my seams lay flat, but the people who can do those kind of piecing where all their little, they got all the little strings and they hold it up and they do this, that's just awesome. Okay. And I managed to spin my little center again. Woo-hoo, we're getting better at that. We're a little off center here. That one didn't quite make it. And I think that's that one that I decided not to fix, but I'm gonna cry over it. I do not think I'm gonna put any borders around that because I kind of like the secondary design that's popping up. There's a little bit of a secondary design. There's a square right there. There's some they're not what are they called? Parallelograms popping up right here in between them. So I like the secondary shapes that are popping up. So I think I'm gonna just sew them together once we get them all done. And we've got, how many more do we got? 1, 2, 3. We have 4 more to go. Which is going to be an odd number. Because I have it set up for a row of 3 there. Interesting. Why do I have 4 more? 1, 3. Yeah, I have 4 more. So I have 1 too many. But anyways, we have another row to go. I'll have an extra one. I don't know what I'll do with the extra one. Maybe I'll make a pillow. We'll see. But we have 1 more row to go. And we'll sew it together. Make it a wall hanging. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have these little ones for borders. We're going to make this a border. All these little ones for borders. I'm going to make some other, cut up some more gray half square triangles, and we're going to make a border. So that's the plan. I really like how it's turning out. And I have some more. Oh yeah. When I was testing it, I do have these, but I don't have any other. If I had 4 more of another color, it would be perfect. And you know what? I have some Tula Pink around here somewhere. Maybe I might be able to. I don't have enough to make a whole nother 2 more, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm short 2 squares to make another extra row, but we're good. All right, guys. We're almost at our hour. It has been great hanging with you guys. I always appreciate you guys. We are back on track again, so I will see you guys next week. And as always, you guys go out there, find some gorgeous fabric, make some fabulous quilts. Try not to spend too much time at that divorce lawyer, which we did not spend any time with him today. And I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great week. Bye, everyone.